this is Matt with Bob Johnson's Computer Stuff. This is the next video on the Panasonic CFW8 for installing the drivers that we previously downloaded for Windows 7. If you followed the directions in our last video, you'll have your drivers all downloaded directly into your downloads folder. To get there, click the Start button, click on Computer, and then up here under Favorites, by default the Downloads is here. You can click there and all your downloads will be here. Once you arrive to your downloads for your drivers, you're going to need to run each file. You can only do this individually. You're going to want to double click each file and you're going to click yes to allow permission to run. It'll open up this window here with the licensing agreement. You click yes to accept the agreement and just go ahead and click OK and leave it with the default location. This will extract the files for the drivers that you need, and the process is the same for every single driver you will get from Panasonic. So just go ahead and repeat the process on the other drivers, which I'm about to do now. You'll notice as each driver downloads, as each driver is done extracting, it'll pop up with a window saying that the files are done being copied and unpacking. Okay, all the drivers that we've downloaded have been extracted and are now ready to install. Go ahead and close out the downloads folder, click the Start button, right-click Computer here on the right, and choose Properties. This will open the System Properties page. From there, on the left-hand side, go to Device Manager. This is not the only way to get Device Manager, but it's one of the easiest. The first two drivers are going to be the Hotkey driver and the Panasonic Miscellaneous driver. To install these, click each of the missing drivers here and click Update Driver Software. And then click Browse My Computer for driver software. Then you will simply redirect them to where the files were extracted.
Yes.
By default, that location is C:\util2. And then just click Enter or hit Next, and it will search through the folders that you directed it to for the drivers and automatically install them. As you can see, this one was the Panasonic Miscellaneous driver. No, the Hotkey driver. Do the same for the next. You right-click it, Update Driver Software, Browse My Computer for driver softwares. You'll notice that it's in the location you need already because we just used the location. But if this is not the case for you, just go ahead and put in C:\util2, which is the default extraction location, and either hit Enter or click Next. It'll search through the files and find your driver and install it. You now have the Hotkey driver and Panasonic Miscellaneous driver installed. There are no more drivers that are missing in Device Manager. Now the only thing you have to do is install the video driver and the Hotkey application. Otherwise, the hotkeys will not work properly. To do this, go ahead and go to Computer here and navigate to your C drive. to your Util 2 folder. Now you can either do the hotkey app or the video driver. First, it doesn't matter which order you do it in. I usually just do the hotkey first because it's the first one that comes up. You click on hotkey app here. You go down to setup, the setup.exe, and you run it. If it asks for permission to run, go ahead and allow it to run. You're going to click next and then install. And it may take a moment for this to install, and it will need to restart at the end. As you can see, it's asking to restart. You can choose restart now or restart later. It's suggested that you go ahead and just restart now for the best outcome. So just go ahead and leave it and check with yes, I want to restart now, and click finish, and the computer will restart for you. Okay, so now your hotkey application is actually installed. Let's go ahead and install the video driver now. Click your start button, go to computer, navigate to your C drive, to your Util 2 folder, to the drivers folder, and then to the video folder. Now once you're here, you will need to run the setup.exe. If it asks for permission to run, go ahead and give it permission. Now this here is saying that the operating system is not supported. That is because this driver was originally intended for Vista. So what we're going to do is we're going to run it in compatibility mode. To do that, right click the folder or the file and go to Properties. Go to Compatibility tab. Check mark the box that says run this program in compatibility mode and choose the operating system you're running it in compatibility mode for. In this case, it is going to be Windows Vista. Then click OK or Apply, and then run the file again, and it should run this time. It's going to say that the video that is currently installed, video driver that's currently installed, is newer. That's okay, go ahead and install the driver anyways. The current driver that's installed by default will not work well with the hotkey driver. So you have to install this driver or the hotkey will not work properly for you. Go ahead and leave it as defaults and click next. Click yes. Click next. It may take a minute for the install to complete, and then once it finishes installing here, the computer will need to restart. The screen may flash during the process. That is okay. That's to be expected when you're installing video drivers. Now you just have to click next. It will by default ask you to restart the computer. Go ahead and leave it as yes, I want to restart now, and click finish. Once the computer restarts, you will be all completed and all done with all the essential bare drivers you need for Windows 7 to run smoothly on the Panasonic CFW8. That's all for installing the drivers for the CFW8 with Windows 7 installed. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube page and go ahead and like the video. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave us a comment or email us, and we will be glad to assist you.
So let's get started, shall we? The Toughbook CFW8 falls under Panasonic's executive or business rugged classification, meaning it is not